Hello and welcome back. We're gonna be doing some more vintage cube. What do we got? Oh man, Craterhoof is I think the reason to go green. I think this is one of the best like finishers for green. You can just natural order for it, or even like Guy's Cradle into it's pretty good. Scarab God's okay. I've been so impressed with Brazen Borrower in this cube. I think it's great, about on par or potentially better than Vendilion Click, but I think Click is still better. I like Imperial Seal. Miscalculation Breeding Pool is probably what I'm looking at. I've kind of explained this. I just don't like drafting green, but I also don't think it's that great because of how many like people try to draft it. So like, yes, when you get a green deck that has all the working pieces, you're going to 3-0, but that's true for any deck. And out of all the decks, I'm pretty sure green is the most cut most of the time. So I just try to stay out of it. I'm going to take Miscalc. I think it's more fun and I just like it better. There could have been an option for Breeding Pool as well, but yeah, like now I get to take Time Spiral and do that thing. Maybe Wheel of Mana Flare, something like that. There's also Glenalendra, which is a consideration, but Time Spiral's busted. Time Spiral's fun. Steam Vents. This draft is drafting itself over here. And that's kind of why I avoid green, right? It's just like not that fun for me to just like put dudes into a play and attack. I'd rather do something, you know, this is vintage cube. Let's do vintage cube things. Take a Steam Vents, that can help. I think blue red is probably the best variation of Storm. High Tide's the best card in Storm, so Steam Vents helps with that. But even if we're not storming out, I think blue red is probably just the best cube color combination. So that's nice. And then we get this pack. There's actually a couple options. We could take Spellseeker. If we end up with like a Time Walk or an Ancestral Mana Drain, this card's going to be amazing. We haven't gotten Mana Drain yet, I don't think. Metamorph is very versatile. Like if we end up with a deck that doesn't have many win conditions, we can copy our opponents. Coercive Portal is just good card draw, but when you're playing things like Time Spiral, I'm not a huge fan of card draw that is not immediate. Because generally when you cast Time Spiral, you want to like win the game that turn. So if you like Time Spiral into Coercive Portal, you're just kind of out of luck. And since you have draw 7s, like drawing one card per turn isn't as important as it would be if you're playing like a control deck that doesn't have draw 7s. I think I'm just going to take the Spellseeker because it seems like it would have the highest upside in a lot of decks, especially if we get a bit lucky with our mana. Or not our mana, with like what we open. Ooh, this is interesting. Vendilion Click versus Treasure Cruise. I think I'm leaning towards Click. The disruption to hand is very important. We might even be able to wheel the Brazen Borrower. And like, if you're storming, Vendilion Click is a good way to like stop your opponent from doing stuff. If you're just playing blue tempo, this is exactly the card you want in your deck. Speaking of good cards, Charter Course is good. Man, when blue's open, it feels so good. I'll take Charter Course, passing a whole bunch of nonsense. All right. If we see a blue card this pack, then this might be the rare case where mono blue is actually a possibility. Gush! Mono blue might actually be a possibility here. Let's take Gush and have some fun with it. Move Time Spiral, so that's 5. So we don't have any 4-drops. That's fine. So what do we want to find? We want to find High Tide. I still think High Tide might be the single best card in the cube that's not like power. Obviously, like Counterspell would be good. Turnabout, Renin 6, not really what we're looking for. We could take Gifts. Gifts is nice when you have a shuffle effect, because the biggest downside is like, unless you have something planned, you just have to get like the 4 best cards in your deck, and then your deck is just empty of like good cards. But if you can shuffle them back in, then it gets a lot better. Gifts also goes well with Past in Flames, which would definitely be something we could be looking for. We could take an Exarch and try and go Twin, but I think that's generally just worse. I've not been very impressed with Twin combos. I'm going to speculate on a Soulfire Grandmaster. We do have a Spellseeker, so like if we do get a Time Walk, we can just kind of slot this in the deck. But I'm not going to play it in the deck as it is. There's our Mana Flare. All right, we're kind of set up to do a lot of fun stuff here. Ramen Up Excavator. I don't think I'm doing any of this, but Excavator... sure. I'll just take Shrine. I don't know. This could end up being a win condition somewhere. Siege Gang Commander versus Wear Tear. I guess I'll take Wear Tear. Being able to kill artifacts could be good. I don't want to play against Eidolon, so if this was a pod draft, not a league, I would probably just take Eidolon, but there is like a non-zero chance I end up playing Koth, so I'll take that. Sure, I'll take a Lightning Helix. All right, so red seems open. Blue felt open, but I think obviously people are going to take cards to splash. And there weren't that many like blue cards in the packs. So even if nobody was taking them except for me, like the first time around there was just only one blue card. So maybe blue's open, or maybe there were just a lot of blue cards. We'll kind of continue finding out as the packs go on. There's a sneak attack. Okay. I like that. I like Thirst and I like Seething Song, but sneak attack has the least chance of wheeling, and you can do some really busted stuff with sneak attack. One of the more fun combos is sneak attack Palinchron. Like Palinchron is a card that slots into what we have going on already very well, and I think you need 5 lands to go infinite with sneak attack Palinchron. Much less if you have a mana flare out, things like that. So it's really good. And then also you're playing like blue-red, so you can get like Through the Breach. I don't think Show and Tell is that great, but things like that. There's Through the Breach. Speaking of, there's the Kikijiki that we passed the Pastor Deceiver X-Arm for. I think I'm just going to take Spell Pierce though. I don't really want Ancient Tomb because we're trying to get High Tide and stay like close to mono blue. And the color requirements of blue-red are usually like really strict. Spell Pierce is just a great card. And we're going to wheel something good. Probably Repeal or Through the Breach. Dig Through Time, Oath of Druids. I would like to play Vendilion Clique, so I don't think I'm going to put Oath of Druids in the deck. Duress is okay. I'm leaning towards Dig. There's also a Dimir Signet. So this Signet is at least on color, but I'm going to take Dig. We could end up just be like blue-red tempo. I don't play the Time Spiral, and Dig Through Time gets quite good in that deck. There's a Tundra in case we do end up playing Soulfire or we want to splash like some white removal. I think Show and Tell is generally unplayable, but there are some cool combos like Show and Tell putting into play Thousand Year Storm is kind of fun. Just a way to cheat on mana, and this is a spell count. But I don't think like Show and Tell Emrakul. Generally, you're going to have a bad time if you do that. I'm going to take Tundra here and then see what we can find on the wheel. There's our High Tide. There's Palinchron! High Tide's more important. Palinchron might come around, but I'm very happy with that pickup. There's Empty. I think Empty is generally the worst win condition, but it's better than no win condition, so we'll take it just in case. Ooh, Thousand Year Storm, Torrential Gearhulk. This could be a good Thousand Year Storm deck. I don't have any burn spells yet, but we could get there. I do actually like Gearhulk in this type of deck. Like Gearhulking, Dig Through Time, Gifts Ungiven, Miscalculation, High Tide, all of that is generally quite strong. But Thousand Year Storm just lets you go big, and like the play patterns off of Thousand Year Storm are just so much fun. There's Turnabout. Why is this deck always open? I don't understand. I would like Banefire, but Turnabout's way too good here. Probably not playing Empty the Warrens or Sneak Attack. I don't want to play Empty the Warrens, but we'll see what happens. Seething Song is generally not what you want in these decks, but rituals get a lot better when you have Thousand Year Storm. And I'm guessing if Past in Flames is like in the pack somewhere, we're gonna get it. I could get Through the Breach, but I don't even think I want to put Sneak Attack in the deck now, so I'm just gonna take Repeal. Because like we don't need to do any sneak stuff. I guess I can take Oath. If we do get specifically like Emrakul the Aeon's Torn, I could maybe go for that. Take a Pteramander. I don't think I've ever seen this card in play or cast, but maybe we like, there's a chance we have to sideboard into an aggressive deck, and it would be like okay in this matchup. I really want to get like one burn spell, so if we can wheel Palinchron, that could do it. Yawgmoth's Bargain. I think this pack had maybe a Banefire or a Palinchron, I don't remember. Alright, well, Palinchron did not come around. It's super unfortunate that Palinchron and High Tide were in the same pack. Whoa. Speaking of unfortunate, look at this pack. Look at this pack! We have Double Mox, Treachery, Volcanic Island, Mystical Tutor, and Lightning Bolt. Honestly, I think I could just take this pack and then finish the draft, and I would be happy. Oh boy. This might be the rare situation where I pass a Mox. I'm trying to think. Like, Mox is really good here, but so is Mystical Tutor. Like, oh, this is really hard. Because Mystical Tutor can go and find High Tide, and High Tide generates so much more mana than any Mox ever would. Like, this deck's not trying to, like, generate a little bit of mana. It's trying to generate all the mana. And if I take Mystical Tutor and then wheel Lightning Bolt, Treachery, or Volcanic, I think I'm happy. I'm going to take Tutor over the Mox. I don't think they do that much for this deck, whereas Tutor, like, basically makes the deck. Oh, man. Speaking of, I gotta sit up here. We got Jace, Fiery Confluence, or Venser. So Fiery Confluence is a win condition. I think I'm going to take Jace. We just need to find one, like, burn spell somewhere. And I know I keep passing them and saying that, but we do have Empty the Warrens as, like, a worst case scenario. We could play Sphinx's Revelation off of this Tundra. I want to find a fetch land as well. Yeah, I'll take Sphinx's Rev. I'll probably wheel the Young Pyromancer. Alright, there's Chain Lightning. Now we're set up. We can take Chain Lightning. I think I gotta take it over Misty. This is actually hard because if I pass Misty, I'm gonna be very sad because it's just like another copy of Steam Vents. What is going on? Did you just see that? I was dragging Steam Vents and it hit Charter Course. So if I pass this and don't get any burn spells, that's gonna be very sad. Already have one fetch. It really is the decision here, do I play it greedy or not? I think our deck is good enough to play it not greedy. Ooh, LED? Is this a Lions on Diamond deck? I just have Time Spiral. Alternatively, we could take Goblin Electromancer. That helps with gifts, turnabout, not really gush. Yeah, this might be a Goblin Electromancer deck, actually. Charter Course is good, Seething Song it's good with. Gifts, turnabout, not really dig through time. Alright, since I only have one draw 7, I think I like Goblin Electromancer a bit more. Ooh, there's Fire Blast. The problem is I don't actually think I'm going to have double red very often. I mean double mountain. Because I'm going to be like playing very few red sources. Which is why I wanted to find the fetch. I wish I had taken Misty because Misty would help me feel more confident with Steam Vents. And then Fire Blast would be better. I'm leaning towards just taking Phantasmal Image here. But, okay, we'll take Fire Blast. Oh, why? This draft, man. Oh, everything, like, so we know we're drafting the open archetype. And, like, nobody's taking our stuff. But we've just had, like, 2 great cards in all the packs we wanted. Like, Palinchron and Hide Hide in the same pack. Wheel of Fortune, Brain Freeze in the same pack. Ugh. I'm leaning towards Brain Freeze, but having more draw 7s, like, does increase the power level of this deck. Really makes me wish I had Lions on Diamond now. Oh, man. Brain Freeze is such an easy way to win. I'm gonna take Wheel. I don't know. That could have gone either way. Detecting Probe is good, though. I like that. Lightning Bolt wheeled. Okay, well, maybe Misty Rainforest will come around. And Fiery Confluence. I'm gonna take Venser. A little bit of disruption never hurt. Alright, so Misty Rainforest did not come around. I can take Sweltering Suns. Okay, LED did come around. That's nice. I like that with everything we have going on. I wish I had Past in Flames. Probably not playing Gifts Ungiven without Past in Flames, but we'll see. Because I can gifts for like... what do I even gifts for here? Mystical Tutor, Charter Course... Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the gifts piles aren't that good here. So I'm going to play Lightning Bolt over Chain Lightning. I'm actually going to play... Maybe I just play Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt over Fire Blast. Just because getting double mountains... We'll see how much mana I get. I think I'm basically just going to be like... splashing them off LED and Steam Vents. Seething Song is a way to cast Thousand Year Storm. And it does give me a bunch of red mana too. So I think honestly I just kind of run the deck... like this, and then we're just all in on drawing Thousand Year Storm and then casting bolts. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. 4 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 red sources. I almost feel like I like Gifts Ungiven more than Lightning Bolt. Because I only need one burn spell to win the game. And I have a shuffle effect. The thing is, I guess if I Time Spiral into Wheel of Fortune with Lightning Bolt, I'm going to feel a little bit awkward because I don't have Past in Flames. I could also just put Empty the Warrens in the deck, but I don't need it. I can easily win off Thousand Year Storm. I'm looking at cards to cut here. I like Spell Pierce. I think LED is good. I could get rid of Electromancer. So he helps with Chart, makes Seething Song better, Wheel of Fortune, Mana Flare, Turnabout, Gifts. No, I like Electromancer. Especially with things like Time Spiral. Repeal just deals with weird permanents. I gotta fix my mouse, man. I keep dragging cards and it like stops halfway. It's very weird. 17 lands is kind of a must. What do I cut? I don't... I really want to cut one of these burn spells, but that feels wrong. I wish I had Brain Freeze, but I needed, I think I needed Wheel of Fortune. Like, it just makes our deck that much more consistent. I guess I only have 1,000 Year Storm anyway, so discarding is kind of suspect, right? Because, yeah, if this goes away, I can't win the game also. So maybe for that reason, I do just put in Empty the Warrens. That way, if Thousand Year Storm gets killed, I do have like a backup game plan of winning the game. I don't like Empty the Warrens. Nah, we'll do this. If my opponent's playing Disruption, then we can side in all the alternate win conditions. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Jasper L. Tell our opponent good luck. And going first. Feels good. Y'all keep this. Hopefully we don't have to gush turn 3, but at the very least we know we have like... We're going to make land drops every turn. We just might have to reset our land drops for that to happen. If they play in Mana Elf, I'm going to repeal it. Which can also hopefully draw us into Steam Vents specifically. LED is nice. Repeal you. Miscalc. Okay. Pass turn. I don't want to play LED because that tells them what's going on. They play Elves. So Elves of Deep Shadow Taiga is interesting. This must be like a spicy... Draga Tree Speaker is scary. Jade's Friend's Prodigy. So I am going to cast Gush. Whoa, wait. I want to... Let's float mana first. That makes a lot more sense. Because I didn't hit land. Look at their hand. Yeah. I'll pay life. That's fine. They sent me a message. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. No worries. So they have Natural Order? And I can't counter it? Oh boy. Well, okay. Hopefully they don't go for it next turn. There's a Lightning Bolt. They sent me a message. See, I might be in Storm. First time seeing it, so looking forward to if it is. First time seeing Storm? That's crazy. Well, I still have to play fast. Basically I'm deciding I can't hold up Miscalc. I can play Jace, or I can play Spellseeker for High Tide. I think I'm just gonna play Jace. That seems better. We'll tell our opponent it might be. They seem new, so I'm gonna be nice. I will cast LED because I don't want to discard the hand size here. Hopefully I just don't get killed by Natural Order. The problem is I can't actually miscalc a Natural Order later on anyway. Yeah, okay. We'll see what it is. I don't have the mana. I know a lot of people are going to comment about LED. You can't use LED to cast spells. Acidic Slime by land. Oh, whew, they targeted LED. Thank goodness. Perfect. That went about as good as it possibly could have. So Natural Order's gone. Did they play a land? I don't know if they did. I'm going to go Island. Then if there are 5 or more cards... So I can loot with Jace and then uptick on Acidic Slime? Sure. I guess I discard Thousand Year Storm in this situation. Then I make you not able to do anything. The reason I do that is I have Time Spiral, so I can just get it back. It's not a big deal. Well, Natural Order didn't do very much, so that feels kind of good. They hit Jace for 1, I don't care too much. And them attacking like that is great for me. Scavenging Ooze. Oh, right. They can start eating my graveyard. I need to find a red source. I'm gonna miscalc this, actually. That was a mistake. Discarding Thousand Year Storm, kind of sketchy. I don't think they would exile that first because I did discard it. But this does tap them out at least. Scooz is gone, Rainforest is gone. Okay. That worked pretty well for me. They could have just paid for it, but here we are. Spell Pierce. So I desperately need to hit a red source. Oh, what do I do? I can Jace Flashback to Taxian Probe. I need to Lightning Bolt the Scavenging Ooze, otherwise things get awkward. I can Flashing Back Gush is the most likely, but then I'm down 2 land drops again. Oh, this is hard, because Probe only gives me 1 draw. You may cast target instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard. I don't think Flashing Back Gush is a winning play, because I need these land drops. So let's just cast Probe, I guess. Dismiss their hand because I'm going to look at it. Land control magic. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's great. Okay. Mountain, Lightning Bolt, Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Feeling better about it now. I really messed that up. So Jace dies. Not the end of the world. They have a useless control magic. I can Spellseeker for High Tide and then go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't dig through time just yet. So we want basically all blue sources here. Spellseeker, grab High Tide. Pass turn. I'm imagining they played their forest. Sure. That's acceptable. Alright, so they just have control magic. I just know about that. I'll block. That puts more cards in my graveyard for dig through time. Also, they have control magic anyway, so like, they could just take it if they wanted. They're up to level 4. Alright, so here's the question. Can I go off this turn? I take 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can wait. We can just wait, cast Dig Through Time, find Time Spiral, and then just definitely go off. I died a specifically Crater Hoof. Actually, I think I should draw step Dig Through Time because I can find Vendilion Click. And that can stop them from like doing anything too scary. So let's get rid of Jace, Miscalc, Repeal. Don't need this. Pay these 2, so I need 3 more. I need Lightning Bolt. Hang on. I think I need Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I need Lightning Bolt. I don't need Spellseeker. I need Thousand Year Storm, so I guess I just get rid of Gush LED. And then I want to find Vendilion Click Time Spiral. Oh, good enough. Any order, so I draw step, click them to make sure they don't have anything too busted. Tireless Tracker, Control Magic. I'm cool with this. And that's why Vendilion Click and Storm is awesome. So now I can tutor for Time Spiral and just go off. Opponent sent me a message. Definitely clicked. So they can kill my Vendilion Click with Master, that's fine. I think I just take the damage here. I know their hand, they can't do anything. So on upkeep, it doesn't really matter which one I cast first. Mystical Tutor, then I cast High Tide. Yeah, we can still do this. Because if I High Tide and then Tutor, let's get Time Spiral. I would just have 1 floating mana, and that doesn't really do much. Let's cast High Tide. Island. I want to get double red, so let's cast Time Spiral with this red. I know their hand, so I don't need to hold up Spell Pierce here. And then Dig Through Time. Well, Mana Flare kind of pays for itself. It costs 3 and it adds 4. This is kind of awkward though. I need to Dig Through Time for like a turnabout. And I gave them a full hand too, that's the scary part. This is rough, but I just have to... how much mana do I have? 11, 12, 13. So I actually can't Thousand Year Storm into dig, so I just have to dig. Okay. No graveyard. Doing it on hard mode here. That was a pretty bad hit, I think. Oh boy, what do you have? They miscalc, so I pay 2. Okay. I think at this point I'm kind of all in on finding Turnabout. I guess Seething Song. I go down to 3. Oh boy. So I have Chart a Course, Gifts Ungiven, Seething Song, but I don't have any extra mana here. This is bad, like actually very bad. Yeah, that was like a super whiff. I can't even Seething Song out a 1,000 Year Storm, I don't have the mana. I kind of want to save Chart a Course for post 1,000 Year Storm. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna hope they can't kill me, even though they like literally have lethal on board. My Time Spiral hits have not been good lately, that's for sure. That dies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I die to a lot of stuff, and they have unlimited mana. I don't think I'm dead. I don't think I'm dead! They also tapped their blue! Let's see how they pondered. They chose to not shuffle, so they can Vivian read the Mana Flare. So what do I need to do, like draw High Tide? Kraken stuff. Yeah, it makes sense to use all your mana before you Vivian read. So I have 6 mana. Opponent's at 17 life. Oh boy. We needed like a turnabout. Natural order. Okay. Opponent's really comboing off here. Just lets me see more of their deck though. So turnabout, High Tide, pretty much are the only things that do it. I have a Jataxian Probe. So I have 7 mana, Seething Song effectively adds 2. So I could go Seething Song, 1,000 Year Storm, Turnabout. Yeah, they kill Mana Flare. Alright, deck, give me the goods. Island. Oh boy. What is this luck here? 6, 7. That gives me 8, 9. So I can 1,000 Year Storm. Oh, this might actually work. If I... Sorry, I'm like freezing right now. It's really cold in my house, so my voice is shaking. If I go Seething Song, 1,000 Year Storm, Chart a Course, I'll have 2 islands up, and then I can triple High Tide into... Yeah, this can work. I mean, it's my only shot anyway, so let's do it. I have to get like pretty lucky, and I have no red mana, but that's okay, because Turnabout will give me my red mana. 1,000 Year Storm. Oh, that doesn't work. I'm 1 mana short, actually. Because Chart a Course costs 2. Well, we'll see what we can hit. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short. Discard this. Okay. What is this luck? Alright, on to game 2. I didn't find anything I needed. Against green, I feel like Sweltering Suns... What? Did you just see what happened there? I feel like Sweltering Suns is pretty good. I feel like Chain Lightning is decent. Spell Pierce is kind of awkward. I think it's going to be bad most of the time. And then just get rid of Gifts Ungiven, I guess. Could also play Empty the Warrens instead of Goblin Electromancer, but I think I like the Goblin. No, we'll do this. Run it like that. Alright, having a better start here. Let's go first. I like it. I don't have to gush. I don't have to like get rid of all my land drops. Yeah, my draws in that game were particularly unfortunate. They mulligan to 6, I like it. I'm not in love with this double mountain, but it's also not the worst thing. Ooh, no 1-drop as well, that's good. Okay, there we go. So we can miscalc whatever they play. Then we can Vendilion click them, but we do need to draw like a Wheel of Fortune or something. Sylvan Library, that's actually fine because we're just going to be effectively disrupting their mana. Like, this helps them draw stuff, but we're going to be playing draw 7s anyway, and I just want to stop their board presence. They should be paying like 8 life. That can kill me if they have Strip Mine. They don't have Fast Bond though. I think I didn't see a Strip Mine. I'm just gonna Vendilion click them in response. Scavenging Ooze, Acidic Slime, Ponder, Vivian Reed. I'm not really scared of any of these. I can play around Scavenging Ooze now. That's fine. Let's go Island attack for 3. And we just gotta find a payoff here. So they do find a land, but we know their hand and they can just scoose, which is not that scary. Because now I have backup win condition, so it's not like, oh no, they Scavenging Ooze my 1 win condition. This is a significant number of lands, but honestly, one Vendilion Click could just win this game. I can't... My luck these games has been rough. I'm getting a blanket. It's so cold in here. Oh, man. So they did not hit a land drop. I'm actually going to counter this. Because Kodama's Reach gives them a shuffle and mana. If they don't have that, they're kind of dead. And that was the best card in the top cards of the library. There we go. Attack for 3 again. So I Mystical Tutor for Time Spiral, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll just hope they whiff on lands. They pay life. Sword of Fire and Ice. They didn't want to go with Vivian Reed? They're just like dead on board, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess that does get to kill Vendilion Click. What do I value more? So I can turn about their creatures, and then still just Mystical Tutor and get a normal Time Spiral, or I can use Turnabout to generate 3 mana. Let's just generate 3 mana. Time Spiral. So I'm tempted to just play an island, but I think getting double red here is like getting lands out of my deck, because I've just had such bad luck that every land I play is one less land that I could potentially draw. 1, 2, land untap. No, I actually want to keep an island untapped. Time Spiral. What are these draws? Oh my gosh. Why? 4, 5, 6. Holy cow. Yeah. Now what? This is unreal. So I'm like basically dead. I can chomp with Vendilion Click, or I can click myself on Mana Flare and just hope to hit something. That's unreal. I guess I go down to 2 and just chomp with Vendilion Click. This is really funny, actually. Right? Because even if I have to get rid of Mana Flare. I don't know. I would have just won had I turned about their lands, but I drew nothing but lands this entire game. Except for that one Mystical Tutor, but then that just drew me into more lands. They have a Jite. Okay. So I have to just block here. Dismiss their hand. So I can get rid of Mana Flare, but I kind of need it at this point. I can either give myself 2 draw steps. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give myself 2 draw steps, because I can also hit like Turnabout High Tide. Yeah. Okay, glad I did that, because I was just dead on board. I fall to 2. I don't know what I can really draw here. Oh, that's a start, but again, I go down to like 1 card. Dig the Time cost 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have 1 mana left. Alright. I mean, we go for it, but I don't know what I can possibly hit here. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, see you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Diga Zero. Let's go first. Oh, this hand looks way better than anything that just happened in that last game. I can't believe. Oh, it's fine. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get unlucky. I hope they give me something to repeal. Well, technically yes, but it's also a Mox, so we'll wait. Because I'm not going to chart a course yet. Ooh, LED, okay. Let's wait, and then I can like repeal their Mox end of turn or something. Basically just to cycle this, to get down a Spellseeker. Actually at this point, I'm okay just playing Spellseeker. Ooh, High Tide, that's what I was gonna get. Now what do I get? Mystical Tutor? Oh, actually Gitaxian Probe is kind of nice. Let's... I guess there's no... like, I can't do anything with my mana anyway, so we could just probe next turn. Because basically, like, getting info on what they have going on, plus drawing closer to Venser is good. Like, we just want to hit land drops. I would like to be able to go chart a course next turn. We can repeal a Gideon token. That's a good thing to repeal. There's our island. So let's probe, look at their hand. Sword of Temptation, O-Ring, Day of Judgment. This is going to be a rough matchup for them. Let's go island, repeal the knight, attack Gideon, and then play Chart a Course. I guess I should have attacked them, but this stops like a Gideon token or something. That's so many lands! What is happening? Why? Okay, we can still do this. It's fine. We can venture our own Spellseeker. Now it's actually kind of good to do that. Whoa, just hitting. Okay. I like it. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna mid-combat venture Spellseeker. And then Spellseeker can grab Mystical Tutor. And then I block Gideon? Okay, that might work. Block Gideon. I only take 2. Next turn I can block with Spellseeker unless they Oblivion Ring it. Oh. Let's see. They have Day of Judgment, Oblivion Ring, and 2 unknowns. I think it's pretty much just time to go for it here. Let's go Island. Play LED. Play High Tide. Hold control, we're going to cast Time Spiral. And then crack LED for red. Honestly, what are these draws? I don't know what's happening here. We're actually okay. Because I can turn about my lands. Me. And untap. Then I can Mystical Tutor for Wheel of Fortune. And then I just have to hope that I don't gush into like 1,000-Year Storm and Wheel of Fortune. But actually, no, I would deck Venser, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I'm not going to play Venser. I think I'm just going to cast Wheel. Venser can help me stop counterspells and things like that. And there's a bunch of mana. Okay, that's a start. Let's go ahead and chart a course using just blue. There's 1,000-Year Storm. I can Vendilion click them. I have like an absurd amount of mana. Yeah. I want to make sure they can't counter my 1,000-Year Storm. Look at their hand. Sure. I don't think they can really interact with what I have going on. Oh my god, did they just put it on top? They did, okay. Path Exile to Fairy Time Spiral. Let's say no. So they can't interact. Let's go 1,000-Year Storm into Gifts Ungiven. I don't know. This is actually not that good. Because they can choose to put the cards in my graveyard. Alright, let's go. Spellseeker, High Tide, Dig Through Time. The storm count is 13, so if I do this for 4, I actually cannot cast a Gitaxian Probe. And I guess Seething Song. They can't give me Dig Through Time. That'll be the pile. Pile number 1. I swear I'm gonna get High Tide Seething Song. But then I can... No! I know what I can do. Here's a game plan. Okay, I'm gonna make Lightning Bolt be the last card in my library, and then I can repeal the Mox Jet. So let's go Vendilion Click, Spell Pierce, Mountain, Island. Give me lands, makes sense. Miscalc, Mana Flare, LED, Island. This is gonna work. They gave me Mana Flare, acceptable. So now I go down to, like it says up to 4, so I just do these 3. And then I just choose 0 every time. So now I just repeal the Mox Jet. I get a million copies. They fizzle, but I can also just draw, like cast it after drawing once, and then win with that on the stack. Then I bolt them. Beautiful. Gifts ungiven. Getting it done. I don't know. Maybe I want a couple more win conditions. I don't know. What do you think? A little scary. Against some kind of blue. They have Empty the Warrens. Or not Empty the Warrens. They have Wrath, but they'll probably take out the Wraths now that I have Empty. Goblin Electromancer seems like a liability. They have like a bunch of removal. But I think one Lightning Bolt, one Empty should be enough to close the game. Oh boy. I think I can keep this on the draw. I have Probe, Repeal, I'm on the draw, and I have my best land in the form of Steam Vents. I'm hoping Empty the Warrens is pretty good here because not having Brain Freeze is pretty sketchy. I still think Wheel of Fortune, I don't know, maybe Brain Freeze was worth it. We'll see. 1000-Year Storm. So, I guess let's probe. I guess I can wait to probe. Steam Vent's tapped. Go. Drawing 1000-Year Storm was bad. No, it's fine. Yeah, because if I cast Wheel of Fortune and discard it, I have a way to win. I can repeal that, right? Alright, deck. Come on. Wormcoil, Teferi, O-Ring. Man, their deck is so poorly lined up here. I think I can repeal this. Please hit a land. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's bad luck. I don't want to play Lion's Eye Diamond because they can hit it with Oblivion Ring, but that is very unfortunate. What is my luck these games? Like, honestly. I guess I just discard 1000-Year Storm. They drew Brightling. I can Lightning Bolt that. There's our land. Bolting that buys me like a ton of time. Go. So I could play Jace and they can O-Ring my Jace. I mean, hopefully we just draw a land. So they played Vista. Do they have more playables here? Okay, Orzhov Signet, not the end of the world. So I know... Oh, they must have played this Plains. Alright, I know what's going on in their hand now. Let's draw an island. Yeah, we can Vendilion click their Teferi. That is good. I don't really care about Wormcoil Engine. Get out of here, Teferi. So, that. They must have Island, Wormcoil, O-Ring, and they just play the land. Interesting attack. So now we're going to draw a land and Venture the Wormcoil. Yeah, this is how we do it. Hit for 3. Get out of here. Basically just buying time. They can counter this, but then they're countering Venture. Wow, deal. So they can Oblivion Ring my Vendilion click, which they probably want to do. Nice. Now I get to play Spellseeker. And there's our land. This is perfect. Now I get to Spellseeker for High Tide. That can chump the Wormcoil. They have 1 card in hand. Play Island, play Jace. Go. And that's... They're going to be at a high life total, but that seems pretty good for me. Obviously they can draw something here, but... Killing one of my things doesn't matter that much. Repeal Jace. Okay. That's pretty decent. I don't get to like double High Tide, but I'll block. I don't think I'm dying next turn. I'm protected from Upheaval because they Oblivion Ringed my Vendilion click. Dig Through Time. I can dig through time for a land because land is very good here. I think I want to do that. Spellseeker, Repeal, Venser, Gitaxian Probe. So I can get Island, Turnabout. Order, play the island, play the Jace. I only take 7, 8. Go. They have 1 card in hand. And this was also kind of testing if they had counter spells, because if they did, like, you almost certainly counter Dig Through Time or Jace there. I don't really care about their life total. I have 1000-Year Storm. It's only 10 damage. Right? 7 plus 3 is 10. Alright, going to 1. Drawing a mountain. Alright, let's start with High Tide. 8 mana, turnabout myself. I guess playing a land is basically the same as playing an island. So let's just do that. Turnabout, me, land, untap, play Lion's Eye Diamond, hold control, cast Wheel of Fortune, crack LED for a bunch of blue. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and go with, I don't really need Mana Flare. Let's chart a course. I have like infinite blue, so I'll do that. Wow, okay. I guess at this point I just Time Spiral. I'm not gonna cast Mana Flare. I don't need that much mana. If they counter this, I can flash it back with Jace. I know Cryptic Command is in their deck. If they try and path Jace, I can flip him in response. There's Tutor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I Mystical Tutor for Wheel of Fortune now. Repeal targeting Jace. I guess I loot. I should have flipped Jace when I had the chance. That was kind of a mistake. They don't get the card draw. Not like that matters. Wow. Alright, more lands. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So now I can chart a course into Wheel. Discard a land. So I can cast Wheel, but then I don't have Gush. Is there any way to stack it? I don't think I can stack it, so I Wheel and then get the Gush draw. Yeah. Alright. Let's hit Thousand Year Storm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's play Gifts Ungiven. This is not looking good though, that's for sure. I only have 9 cards left. So Dig Through Time, Empty the Warrens, Thousand Year Storm, Turnabout. If they give me, what's the worst they can give me? If they give me Empty the Warrens, Turnabout, I can just make 1,000,000 tokens and tap them down. If they give me Thousand Year Storm, obviously I just win. So I want to keep Dig Through Time, Empty, Turnabout, Spell Pierce. But then they just give me Turnabout, Spell Pierce. Yeah, Gifts Ungiven is such a bad card draw spell. So I think I just got to do this and hope to get lucky. I should have flipped Jace when I had the chance. I mean, they could have still just repealed the flip side, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, so the worst case scenario is Dig Through Time, Empty. We just got to hope to get lucky. Because Turnabout Empty wins. Yeah, that wins. Okay. Cast that. I guess I need red. I still have 4 mana up, so this can be Seething Song. Yeah, I just gotta go all in on this. High Tide. Lightning Bolt their face because their creatures are gonna be tapped. Actually, how many? That's 2, so I'm gonna have... I actually don't know if that's enough. I guess we'll find out. 15, that's 30 goblins. That's only an attack for 32. We'll see what happens here. I think that is exactly 32 goblins attacking, because it was 15, 16 storm count. So this might be exactly lethal with Turnabout. And we just gotta hope they don't have a Wrath of God in their deck. Or any singular removal spell would also kill me. Put a stop in their upkeep, pass turn. And I can use Lion's Eye Diamond to play around Mana Leak and stuff. That's 32 goblins! If you don't have anything, which is so unlikely. Oh boy. I just needed 1 extra storm count, I think. Alright, they let it go through, makes sense. Creature, tap. See what they say here. I see now. I mean, they just need to kill 1. And that's very likely. Or produce 1 blocker. Like, I wonder if I should have just bolted the Angel of Invention. No! Why? I think I should have just bolted the Angel of Invention. Alright, we'll see what happens here. It's a good old Mana Flare. I just die to the angel, so we swing out and don't win. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. This makes me want Chain Lightning. We did get a storm count of 16. What don't I want? Gifts Ungiven so bad. Like, really bad. No more Gifts Ungiven. Alright. Game 3. We're going first. Let's do this. What are these opening hands? I don't think I want this. I guess I'll keep this. I'm gonna get rid of Lion's Eye Diamond, I think. And I'm not gonna Gitaxian Probe, I'm just gonna Steam Vents tapped. Pass turn. I'm gonna wait to probe until I see their hand and then I know what to miscalc. No! Legion's Landing! Time Spiral. Alright, let's see what's going on. Wormcoil, Double Signets, Brazen Borrower. Cool. Their hand, like, doesn't do anything. So we just counter the Wormcoil? I'm not gonna counter the Signets, I don't think. Wormcoil is, like, kind of problematic because it means I need more Storm count. Sure. Just keep playing lands. Eventually we're just gonna Time Spiral. If we draw High Tide, that would be ideal. They play Island. I think they also played this Plains. They play Orzhov's Signet. They play Izzet Signet. So they're one land away from Wormcoiling. That seems fine. I'm only taking 2. Repeal is good. So we're gonna wait on this repeal. Probably just gonna get rid of the life linker because them having life is kind of important. Yeah, let's get rid of this. There we go. High Tide. So if they tap out for Wormcoil, I just go for it, I think. It's hard to imagine it getting it much better than this. And let's see. So I have a couple options. I can miscalc the Wormcoil or I can cycle miscalc and try and hit like Mana Flare. I don't know what's better. It's probably better just to counter this. That way their board's like not that impressive. So even if I fizzle, we're okay. Yeah. So that's gone. So they just have Brazen Borrower. I could. They showed a counter spell, I think, Cryptic, which they're like pretty far away from casting. They are just tapped out though. Let's just get them while they're tapped out. Yeah, High Tide into Time Spiral. Time Spiral. Wow. Okay. Let's probe, see what they got going on. Absent Linvala Brightling Borrower, okay. Oh, this has got to be like the best gush ever. I'm like pretty dead if I whiff here. They go Linvala plus Brightling and I'm under a 2-turn clock, so I think I just hard commit. Gushed back these lands, and we gotta hit like Dig Through Time or something. Oh man, is this deck all mana? Like, what is actually happening here? Go. That's so bad. How did I just don't understand? Like, what else is in my deck? I should have waited maybe, but it really felt like we were very favorite to go off there. So we actually cannot activate Jace now. Chart of Course is good. I kind of want to like wait on Chart of Course. I'm going to Lightning Bolt the Hangerback Walker in response, I think. They have a 2/2. Nah, I'll wait. So I take 5, and then I like die. What is this much mana? Oh no! That's not good. Alright, well Jace is not... He can't do anything, so we'll do that. I think I have to bolt this angel now. Otherwise I die like super fast. So I take 4, go down to 8, and then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, that was bad. Okay, actually Vendilion Click gives me a second shot. And I need... I guess I never get High Tide back now because I Time Spiraled. So let's Chart a Course. Spellseeker. Alright, let's Vendilion click them on draw step. No! I forgot about you. They redrew you, actually. I think I'm just dead. Oh, Elish Norn? Okay. Yeah, that's game. Man! Oh, that's bad. I can't believe how much I've been whiffing. We're gonna come back round 3. We're gonna get it. Don't worry. Yeah. Well, actually, that doesn't do anything yet. Now that does. GG's, opponent. GG's. Alright. We're gonna get the redemption round there. See you guys then. Alright, redemption round. We're at least winning die rolls. This is a good hand. Playing against DeBose. Alright. This deck really hates me. It's cool, it's cool. We'll get there. We needed like a Shelldock Isle or something. Shelldock would have been great in this deck. Alright, so I'm gonna probe, see if they have an answer to Jace. Opponent sent me a chat. Same to you, thank you. Their hand is ridiculously slow. So currently they have nothing to answer Jace. So let's just play Jace. Start looting. We can miscalc. I don't actually know. They played a Plains. This information is so valuable. Repeal. Okay, I don't actually care about anything then. Right? Because I can just repeal whatever 3-mana play they play. Let's pass. Brimaz. I guess I'll miscalc that. It just buys me so much time. Well, yeah. So Brimaz is down. They played another land. I loot with Jace. Get rid of that. Mystical Tutor's pretty good. Play Mountain, pass turn. So they can Faith's Fetters the Jace, but I can Venser that. If you have 5 or more cards, so I can also just Mystical Tutor. That actually seems even better. Let's tutor for High Tide. Then loot with Jace, because it exiles and then comes back. And at this point, let's see, Faith's Fetters is down. Their hand is really bad. I guess I just get rid of Repeal. Spellseeker. So at this point, I think Jace wants to flashback probe. Because I want to make a land drop. Alright, so dismiss that. Jace the Mind Sculptor, okay. Goblin Electromancer. It's not the best. So they're gonna play like a Kitchen Finks next turn. I guess I could just get a Spell Pierce. Go. If they play Avacyn, I can bounce it. I can also Turnabout. Jace. I guess I attack with Spellseeker. Yeah. I got that, so I can Venser the Avacyn. Uptick. I really want to hit land drops here. Like, why can't... When I want to draw lands, I can't, and when I need to draw lands, I don't. Shelldock is good. They're going to be able to activate it, like, very soon. They play O-Stone. Okay. Seething Song. Oh, okay. Let's attack them. And I think I'm just going to repeal the Oblivion Stone and try and hit a land. Because their deck's like real slow. Come on. Oh man. I think if I... O-Stone's so good against Thousand Year Storm as well. They can't activate it yet. Okay, there's a land. So their hand is Jace, Kitchen Finks, Avacyn, Emrakul, and one unknown. I think I can just do it here, right? High Tide, Seething Song, Thousand Year Storm, Turnabout. Yeah, let's just go for it. These are the hands we needed. I think I have this much mana, right? Seething Song puts me up to 5. Let me think about this. I might have to go High Tide, Turnabout, Seething Song, or Thousand Year Storm, but High Tide, Seething Song, I have 5, 6, and then I only have 3 blue. So that doesn't work. So let's just Turnabout. And I want to get, I guess I need this red. No, because I'm going to, yeah, I need double red here. Untap. Let's go Thousand Year Storm, keeping up a single red. Seething Song. It's a lot of mana. And now I could just dig through time for like a lightning bolt. 2, 3, 4. I get rid of these. Lightning bolt is good. I can't actually cast Time Spiral. I'm trying to think of what I have that can give me one more blue mana. I'll take it anyway. It's a good failsafe in case this like goes terribly wrong. Mana Flare. Can't really do anything. I could Wheel of Fortune and just deck both of us. I guess I take... No, Gush also decks me, but it is a free spell, so we'll go Gush, Mana Flare. None of this matters. Gifts Ungiven, Island, I guess. And then that's my deck again. So we can go LED, Wheel of Fortune. So I just need to play one spell here. Let's cast... It's kind of scary, actually. But we can just play Gush. If they counter it, I die. Let's just cast Gifts. I'm not going to play anything else that's blue. So let's cast... Yeah, let's play Gifts. And then Lightning Bolt them. Because I can say no to Gifts as well. Okay, finally! Finally the deck did what it was supposed to do. Okay. Against their deck, I think I probably should just be running 2 like win, con, burn spells in the main. Gifts Ungiven is just bad. Every time I cast it, I just hate it. It doesn't do anything. I'm gonna run the deck like this. Well, another good hand. They mold the 6. They do have Shelldock. Shelldock's good. But their deck looks like pretty slow. I think I'm just gonna go Jason to Spellseeker and save Miscalc. Yeah, if they counter this, that's okay. I actually cannot cast a Wheel of Fortune here because I would discard Time Spiral and Thousand Year Storm and I would just lose. Ooh, Blast Zone. Okay. Let's just play Spellseeker and grab High Tide. Pass turn. So they can tick up Blast Zone to then kill Jace. But I at least get 1 loot. And I'm just going to discard Wheel of Fortune, because again, I can't cast it. So they kill Jace. I mean, they lost a land in that exchange. That's totally okay with me. Now I get to chart a course. Try and hit a land. Specifically an island. Did not. But I still have a land. So I have Miscalc, or I can tutor for like... Turnabout. Definitely not letting that resolve. Alright, let's draw an island. I don't see the need to go for it just yet. I don't know why my deck wasn't doing this before. Like, this is what the deck is supposed to do. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. So he just makes a token. Could miscalc this, but then if they counter my Time Spiral, it's pretty bad. So I think I just let this resolve and then go for it. So let's Mystical Tutor for Turnabout. Because that generates a decent amount of mana. And then we go for it. High Tide. Turnabout. Me. I don't need that much red. And untap. So I really, really want to Thousand Year Storm into Time Spiral, but I don't think that's going to happen. 6, 7, 8. I only have 10 mana. So I can Lightning Bolt them and then Time Spiral. Or I can... No, let's keep all of our mana here and just cast Time Spiral. Because if they have like mana drain and I have to miscalc, I would prefer to have this mana. There we go! Now this is a hand. Now I can go Seething Song. Play my island. Chart a course. Get rid of... I guess I don't need Spell Pierce and Miscalc. Spell Pierce? Cast the Goblin. I kind of want to cast Wheel of Fortune, but I'm a little bit scared that I'd like kind of whiff here. But I have Chain Lightning. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I straight up whiffed. This deck is a little bit sketchy. It's not as good as just having like Brain Freeze. So now I have to get Jace to like flash back stuff. That's not great. I think I need Chain Lightning in hand actually. Alright. Well, that was a bust. Yeah, Thousand Year Storm, not the best win condition. Because this is a good hand. Like, I can't really complain about having this as what's going on in my hand. Like, this is a bunch of spells at least. This says more about like the composition of my deck than anything. Time Spiral's gone. I'm trying to think what I can tutor for. I guess Dig Through Time. And then I can like dig through time into stuff. But I kind of need to hit Jace Vryn's Prodigy to be able to flash stuff back. Because I basically just have this one Chain Lightning as a win con and no way to get it back if things go bad. I'll take the 7. I need, like, they don't know this, but every 3 damage I can hit them for is amazing for me. Sure. So I can tutor High Tide, Dig Through Time. So that's 1, 2, 3, or I can wait 1 turn. I actually have to tutor on Upkeep as well to get that. Alright. This is probably my best shot at going for it. Yeah. So we go Island, play this, High Tide, Dig Through Time. And I have no way to get most of these back. But I need Chain Lightning in hand. No! What? Oh my god. Now I can complain. That's just terrible luck. Holy cow. I mean, we're gonna keep fighting the good fight. Archangel Avacyn. I don't understand. I mean, my deck is just kind of full of air, I guess. I couldn't just like hit Gush, Gush, and the other thing, Thousand Year Storm. That's 9, 10, 11. So I need to like Thousand Year Storm, Gush. I don't actually know if I have enough spells left in the. Oh, we're just dead. Okay. All right. Game 3. This is not going to be an 0-3, I believe. Do I want to bring in Empty? It does give me like a second line of defense. Maybe that's better than just Chain Lightning. Because if I had drawn Empty there, it probably still wouldn't have even been that good. I think I'm still just going to go with this game plan. Our deck has a bunch of mana, it just doesn't have like payoffs. No. Okay. Keep this. I have Spellseeker, so I don't need... So Spellseeker's probably going to get High Tide. I'm going to get rid of Seething Song. Mana Flare is actually better in this deck. And, okay, they're down to 6. That's good. May have to Gush offensively. Okay, good. I was going to say, when you Gush on 2 lands, it just feels really bad. You really want to wait to Gush until you've played everything. Do I Pierce a Signet? Probably. They mulliganed, so their like resources are lower. They probably bottomed a mana source. We're drawing lands, which is good. Spellseeker. I think at this point I'm just going to grab Mystical Tutor, because if things get really bad, I can go... If I draw a red source, actually, I can Mana Flare into Time Spiral. Or if I draw High Tide, then I can tutor for... or if I draw Time Spiral, I can tutor for High Tide. So like either way, it's kind of a benefit for me. I draw a Lightning Bolt, but nothing. Do I attack? No. Gideon? Okay, that's a clock. Opponent's doing this stuff. Kind of wish I had saved Spell Pierce for Gideon, but here we are. Okay, well I will block this. Actually, that prevents less damage than just chump blocking Gideon later on. Vendilion Click, that was pretty good. I kind of want to click myself, actually. Yeah, let's click my... Because it doesn't reveal, you just look at. Let's just get rid of this Lightning Bolt. There we go. Island is good. Pass turn. So, I just need a red source. I think next turn I'm going to hard cast a Gush. So they can't Avacyn me. I think I'm just going to block Gideon, block the Knight. Doesn't matter the order. So we're just going to hard cast Gush. Brutal. Let's cast it now, because I want to hit a land. There's Island. I can repeal Hangerback Walker. Okay. What do you have for 4 mana? Sphinx's Rev X equals 2. Deal. We're gonna wait to see when / if we need to tutor. Really hope they equip to the Hangerback. No, equip to Hangerback. Yes. I guess I can move to combat because that doesn't get pro blue. This went pretty well. Repeal you. I draw land. Oh, this is hard. So I can mystical tutor for a naked time spiral. I guess I'm not dying next turn. It's 7. I'm not dying next turn. What do I tutor for then? Like a dig through time? I think I just wait one more turn to naturally draw. That was bad. That was quite bad. I mean, kind of what we expected, but any mountain there lets me, like, just get Wheel of Fortune, which is way better than getting Time Spiral. So I discard Chain Lightning. Alright, it's now or never. And I think the mana will be more important in this case. Yeah, this is really brutal. Just no red sources in the top half of our deck. I can't even play this land either because I need to play a red source to like actually function. Okay, so now I can go Mountain, Mana Flare, and then Dig Through Time will leave me with 2 mana. So I actually have to Gush. I need to find like High Tide or something. Or Turnabout. Turnabout would be like perfect. Empty the Warren's Venser. None of that is good. This has been the hardest time I've ever had playing Storm. I don't think I can win now. Dig Through Time costs 7. I have a single blue up? Yeah, because now even if I get Turnabout, it doesn't work. That red mana was just way too late. I guess I get Chain Lightning. That's only 3. No! I'm 1 mana short! Yeah, alright, good games. Well, that was the dreaded 0-3 Storm. I gotta look at this deck and see what was wrong with the build. I think one of the biggest issues was not having like a fetch to grab Steam Vents. Like that last game I only lost because I didn't have a single red mana. Like the deck looks decent. I guess Brain Freeze really is that important of a win condition. Also, Time Twister as opposed to Wheel of Fortune. I think Time Twister is way better. Dig Through Time was just consistently terrible. So I think we needed like a... If we're going to have this build replace Dig Through Time with Past in Flames, and the deck is perfect. I don't know. It was also a lot of bad luck, but that's... You know, that only goes so far. We did 0-3. Let me know, like, did I make misplays? Did I get unlucky? Was the deck bad? Because it felt like this deck looks good to me on paper, but we just got wrecked. I don't know. See you guys next time.